if something happens, let's say that car gets an accident, because that is the essence of an insurance.
Yes.
If it gets an accident, who will be paid?
Is it the financier or the buyer?
Is it the seller? You know, the logbook reads who?
The seller.
But who owns the insurance? The person who owns insurance is the financier and the buyer. But the logbook has not changed hands. It is still reading the dealer. So in the event of accident, you know, the insurance company doesn't pay the person in the insurance policy. It pays the person in the logbook.
Hi everyone, I hope this video finds you well. My name is Martin. In case you're here for the first time, na sisi ni watu wa insurance. We do civic education as well as reviews on insurance, especially within the Kenyan market. Now in today's video, we want to bring you up to speed on updates that were released by IRA, that is Insurance Regulatory Authority, and in regards to motor insurance covers. So for those who are buying second-hand vehicles, you need to get up to speed with this update, because it touches on before you buy a cover for a new car, that is your newly acquired vehicle, a second-hand vehicle, you need to change the ownership on the logbook, because there are implications that going forward you cannot buy an insurance cover for your newly acquired vehicle if you haven't changed ownership on the logbook. So today we want to have that conversation on what are the implications of not complying with these changes. So in case umenunua gari haujabadilisha, lakini you have gone ahead kununua cover, maybe your financial advisor or your insurance agent hajakuinform on the changes, now umeenda up kununua, what are the legal implications of not complying with this update? And so we want to have that conversation. Make sure to like this video, turn on the notification bell if you haven't, subscribe of course, and leave a question in the comment section below, and of course share this video with your friends. So thank you very much, and let's get into the video. Karibu sana Bwana Moi.
Thank you, Martin.
Yes.
And our viewers, as always, I'm delighted, number one, to be here.
Yes.
Not as the only source of this information.
Yes.
But I just want to be a guide so that you can get updated on what is happening in our industry, because believe you may not really avoid insurance completely. Hata kama wewe hutumii hii maneno sana, but believe me, at one point you may need to get this information. It may help someone. So today we are discussing a very, very key update that was released, and actually it came to effect.
Yes. Yeah,
it came to effect, and this is in regards to anybody who has acquired a car, old or new.
Yes.
Because the first thing you need to do is, the moment you buy a car, you need to change ownership. You go to a cyber, you log into NTSA portal, so you initiate the process of transfer. The moment you initiate, of course it may take you some weeks, it may take you even 1 month or 2 months before your logbook changes names or changes hands. But there's also a twin brother to NTSA called IRA. Yeah, that twin also has its own requirement, that you are not supposed to drive a car with the seller's insurance name on it. What it means is, yes, you have bought a car, immediately the first thing you do, whether the logbook is changed or not, you cancel that and have your own cover. That is the first thing. So fast forward, there were instances when you could buy a car and instantly you get an annual cover, even before the logbook was changed. So as from 17th January, these are the changes, that you are no longer supposed to get an annual cover before your name is fully changed in your logbook, in the logbook. Meaning that if you buy a car today, before you get your own logbook, it must the insurance company can never give you an annual cover. So this ordinarily what you're supposed to do is that within 14 days you are supposed to have changed the ownership of the car, so that the logbook reads your name within 14 days. And then the insurance company has been mandated across the industry. Any insurance company doing motor insurance, it is supposed to give you an insurance cover not more than 3 months or 90 days.
90 days.
90 days is the maximum cover you can get.
If you haven't changed the ownership in the logbook.
Yeah. So as long as you have not changed, you cannot get annual. And if it is happening if you have recently gotten an annual cover, either third party or comprehensive, and you have not changed, then there are some implication, which I will inform you later. Because as per the NTSA has its own manual, the IRA has its own manual. So what happens is this, or what is happening, the moment you buy a car, the first thing you get, either that party or comprehensive, you get a 1 month cover. Within those 30 days you're supposed to change. You're supposed to change the name of the logbook to read the buyer's name, and then the insurance company processes annual cover afterwards.
And also maybe to add on that, for the comprehensive, the 30 days allows you to even do valuation.
So also it's an important point. That insurance, if you want to get a comprehensive cover, ordinarily what happens is that the very first time you get a 30-day cover. Within those 30 days you're supposed to do,
you change the logbook,
you get the actual
and
valuation, the car is done valuation, and then you are given an annual cover after you pay the entire premium amount, afterward. However, sometimes it happens that when majority of us don't have money 100% to buy a car. So what do? You go to your yard or to a motor dealer, you tell them, I want a car, I want this car. Let's say it's a Toyota Prado, or let's say it's a Vitz, Toyota Vitz. So what they'll tell you is that we have some arrangement with financial or financial institution who can finance you. We release the car, and then you get to deal with the financial later. So that is the arrangement at the yard. So immediately the yard calls the financial. Could be a bank, could be a microfinance, or could be a SACCO. So what they do when the financial now gets your documentation, that is your ID, a portion of the money, because of course you can't do this, they can't finance you 100%, and all the other documentation like KRA. So what they do is this: they look at your affordability, they approve or reject. If they approve, they will require you to do one thing. They will require you to get an insurance cover annual. That is what they used to do. And even today, they are still doing that. But as from 17th of January, whether you are financing anybody, you are not supposed to have an annual cover before that car changes name. Because remember, you just got to a dealer. So every car car's logbook iko na jina ya dealer, sindio? So you take it to a financial. Financial approves, and they now want a comprehensive cover, 100 annual cover. What is happening today, if people are still issuing annual cover, there is an implication to both the insurance company, the seller, and the buyer. So this is the implication. Number one, the insurance company may be penalized. That is the implication for issuing an annual cover before, or you are like breaking the law. So they may be fined, they may be penalized. So to the buyer, now because the buyer, the logbook will have, or the insurance policy will have two people. It will have
the buyer
and the financial. So that is the buyer now. And now it has the seller. The moment the seller does the transfer, that's it. Ameondokea. So the two parties that are left in an awkward place
is the
financial and the buyer plus the insurance company. So if something happens, this is the implication. If something happens, let's say that car gets an accident, because that is the essence of an insurance.
Yes.
If it gets an accident, who will be paid?
Is it the financier or the buyer?
Is it the seller? The logbook reads who?
The seller.
But who owns the insurance? The person who owns insurance is the financier and the buyer. But the logbook has not changed hands. It is still reading the dealer. So in the event of accident, the insurance company doesn't pay the person in the insurance policy. It pays the person in the logbook.
And that's why the logbook has to match.
That is why by the time we are paying the logbook, the insurance asks just one question. Give us a copy of insurance that we gave you and the logbook you currently have. If you have changed, good for you. If you have not changed,
it cannot pay.
It cannot pay
someone
who
doesn't own the logbook.
Logbook is the key document here. When doing compensation.
You can have an active cover. But it has to match.
It has to match both the insurance policy and until you do that, you'll not be paid. So that is why it is very important to understand this, that as from January, you need 14 days, you change the logbook's name, and from that, within 90 days, and it is allowed today, insurance is supposed to issue you an annual cover if the logbook is still reading the seller's name. If they are caught, they may be fined. If something happens to you,
you don't have a cover.
You may not be considered to have or to own the car.
So what are the implications to those people who depend on being financed?
The implication, what the financier needs to understand, that they must change their way. Either they ask for 3 months insurance before they change, and then once the logbook is changed, they can ask, or alternatively what they can do, you are allowed to pay the entire amount to the insurance, but you'll get one month cover. And then once you change, because you've already paid the premium, once you change the logbook's name to read now the financier and the buyer, now you can tell the insurance, here is the logbook, I've changed it, give me my annual cover. You will not be charged twice. If you had overpaid, they will refund. If you had underpaid, because once the valuation is done, you know what happens.
Yes.
The value may change.
Yes.
If you had paid more, they will refund. They don't
Yes.
have a problem.
Yes.
If you had paid less, you'll be told to top up something.
Yes.
Yes.
Wow. So it's a point of compliance.
It's a point of compliance, and I'm challenging the financiers.
Yes.
We shall post that particular document.
Yes.
Which is straightforward,
Yes.
because you may not like it,
Yes.
but it saves you a lot of headache
Yes.
in the event of a payment
Yes.
of that claim. Yes.
Wow. Make sure that you comply.
Yeah, sure.
The reason why we are giving this information is just to help you comply.
And once you comply,
Yes. It becomes easy for you.
It becomes very easy for you.
Yes.
And doesn't require extra money
Yes.
for you, because you've already paid the transfer fee. It's just a matter of you getting your logbook.
Yes.
And then it is safer when the insurance and the logbook are reading the same,
Yes.
rather than when something happened and possibly you've not changed. Because it becomes very hectic.
Yes.
You are running, you want to be paid, the insurance is saying no, we can only pay the person who is
The owner of the logbook.
Yes.
Yes.
Because legally that
Yes.
is the person who ought to be paid.
Yes.
Yes.
If you want to be paid, make sure that you stick to terms and conditions.
Absolutely.
Sindio?
Yes.
Terms and conditions, you must keep part of your bargain.
Yeah, and insurance doesn't
Negotiate.
they don't negotiate.
Yes.
When they tell you, well, this is the evidence we have, we shall not pay, no matter where you go.
Yes. You
And-
signed.
You signed.
By the point hapo unanunua, si huwa tunaambiwa sign here.
Wherever you just tick and you sign. It is, and insurance company,
Yes.
what you need to understand is they have a lot of money,
Yes.
so they have the best lawyers.
Yes.
If you want to fight with them, be prepared. That is why it is important you have a key person to guide you in this matter, because we are in this industry.
Yes.
We know what they look at,
Yes.
and we know every button the insurance touches. So we can always guide you.
Yes.
But if you say, well, sitaki huyo jamaa kule commission yangu, wait until something happens.
Yes.
Yes.
That's when you know.
That's when you know hata heri huyo jamaa angekula hiyo commission.
Yes.
Yes.
Very true.
You spend more than the insurance premium you paid.
Yes.
But I'm not discouraging you from going direct. You can always do that.
Yes.
But there's no difference if you go directly or if you
Use
let
an
the
agent,
business.
yes.
If you engage the agent, you will
In
not
terms
pay.
of the amount you pay,
It's the same. It's same.
But
100%.
the service that you get is
Yes,
different.
It's very different.
Yes. Especially in the event of an accident.
in the event of accident, we've tried to follow up on some of these issues.
Yes.
I can tell you, but it's an interesting industry.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very true. Very true. I remember there's a case, maybe as we wind up, someone who called me at night, very late at night. Akaniambia nimepata accident, nifanye nini? So ninaamuka, hakuniambia akichukua cover. Akiniambia kunikimbiza usiku. Ile nilisaidia, but it's a very awkward position.
Yeah.
If you want like someone to help you, be sure to work with that person from the word.
Yeah. It is cheaper.
It's cheaper.
Yes.
Now of course atakuwa na hiyo attachment ya hii client wangu amepata
Huyu ni
accident.
client wangu, yes.
Lakini usikimbilie mtu wakati
Unajua watu wa insurance huwa wanakimbizwa just watu wa insurance na police huwa wanakimbizwa only when something bad happens. We, nani? Sifanye hivi.
Sifanye aje?
Nimegonga mtu.
Nifanye nini?
Niambie nifanye nini? Polisi, ukiibiwa, unakimbia huko.
So unaweza pata na agent mbaya akwambie, agent wako ni mgani? mwambie akusaidie.
Yes.
So anyway, so I hope we gave you value for your time. Thank you for watching this video to the end, and we hope to get more questions from you. Let's have this conversation going on. In case you are there and you are stuck, na uko na swali, make sure to post that question, and we're going to do a detailed video for you to help you understand before you buy.
Sure.
Okay, so thank you very much, and until we see you in the next one, God bless you, and
bye.